Alrighty then. What'd you do with your day? I don't know. I didn't know what to do with myself today. Didn't have a shift show to watch. Or to not watch, as the case may be. You know, don't know what to do without Adam Schiff telling me how bad Orange Man is. Making stuff up. Don't know what to do without my trusted news sources telling me exactly the opposite of the truth. I know what's going to happen, though. Yeah, when they drafted the new rule to have the Schiff show be such a one-sided, anti-democratic, anti-due process affair, yeah, they forgot to strike down Rule 11, House Rule 11, subsection 2, Part J, that says that the minority can have an entire day of testimony of their own witnesses. I wonder who Devin Nunes might call to testify in the Schiff show. Maybe he's going to drop the chalupa. Maybe it'll be Carmelo. Oh, excuse me. I had a little frog in my throat. Whatever they do, I think that they are going to choose greatness. Just because we didn't have a Schiff show didn't mean that things weren't going on, though. President Trump said, no messing with Eddie Gallagher. Secretary of the Navy, Richard Spencer, said, yeah, we're going to mess with Gallagher. First, they were going to court-martial him, demote him, and dishonorably discharge him so he wouldn't have his pension, which, by the way, is what needs to happen to the fat kid. And Trump said, no, you're not going to do that. So then they said, well, okay, we're going to have a peer review, and we'll strip him of his Trident pin. And the president said, no, you're not. And Spencer then tried to work a back channel deal with the president. And Secretary of the Navy, Mark Esper, said, oh, hell no, you're out of here. Spencer's like, well, when I said I was going to resign if the president got involved, I didn't mean that I was going to resign. I meant that I was going to resign like Rosie O'Donnell's going to move to Canada if Trump gets elected. You know, I didn't mean like resign. And Esper's like, yeah, there's no resignation. You're out of here. So, Eddie Gallagher will be allowed to retire with full benefits, with full pension, and with his Navy SEAL Trident. Eddie, thank you for your service. Thank you for your sacrifice. Can I get a copy of the picture? Because, damn, son, if I had just taken out some Taliban, you better believe I'd have a trophy photo. I think it's absolutely disgraceful what the Obama command structure tried to do to our warfighter, Eddie Gallagher. My friends in the military and active in the veteran communities all tell me it's going to take 20 years to undo the damage that Obama did to the military in 8 years, and it goes all the way down to the academies. Okay? Our academies are filled with leftist professors. The people running the shows now are getting servicemen to wear high heels, and we're worried about, getting transgenders their hormones. And here's the thing with the transgender issue. Okay, I don't hate transgenders. I'm certainly not afraid of them. So transphobia literally isn't a thing. I have Christian compassion for these people. They're clearly mentally ill. If I identified as a dual amputee, would you give me a chainsaw? Would you have taxpayer-funded surgery to take my legs off at the knees? No. If I identified as a blind man, would you hand me a spoon? Would you have taxpayer-funded surgery to remove my perfectly functioning eyeballs? Of course you wouldn't. If I had an eating disorder, would you make me lose weight? Would you give me prescriptions for, like fen-phen, or fen-phen's not used anymore because of the deleterious side effects, as they say. Yeah, more efficient than a red scarf. But would you enable my delusions, my body dysmorphic disorder? Of course you wouldn't. So why the hell are they doing it for transgenders? It's just a form of body dysmorphic disorder. Thinking you're a chick when you're a dude is no different than thinking you're fat when you're skinny. It's just a difference in kind, not by degree. It is inhumane. It is uncharitable. It is bigoted to insist that the larger society enables these people's mental delusions. They need treatment. They need our compassion. They don't need our tax dollars to undergo surgery and a lifetime of hormones to let them pretend that there's something that they just aren't. The problem's upstairs, not downstairs. Okay? It's certainly not how the military should be used. The military should be used for two purposes and two purposes only. Kill people and break shit. And that's it. That's why you have a military. Kill people, break shit. Well, actually, to force project so that people know you're going to kill people and break shit. And they're like, okay, we're not going to mess with you because if we do, you're going to kill people and break shit. We don't want to have that happen, so we're not going to mess with you. That's what a military's for. Military is to protect the citizenry of a nation. Military is to project force around the globe to end problems before they begin. Military is not supposed to be a social justice petri dish. But that's exactly what the command structure is, because Obama purged patriots from all of the field grade and flag officer corps in all 5 branches of the military, and it's an absolute disgrace what's going on. We've got these leftist professors indoctrinating our young men and women in the service academies. The whole thing's a mess. The president has had 3 years to clean it up. You can't undo in 3 years the damage that was done in 8 years, and this is why it's going to take so long. It takes a long time to make a general. It takes a long time to make a major. It takes a long time to make an admiral. Okay, it's just going to take time. We've got to completely refocus the mission attitude of the military away from all this SJW BS. Just leave the W part. We need warriors, not social justice warriors, okay? So that happened. And of course, who came out and slammed the president for exercising his constitutional authority as commander-in-chief? Yeah, that would be Mike Bloomberg. Mike Bloomberg of Bloomberg News, which isn't going to criticize Mike Bloomberg during the presidential campaign. Oh yeah, and they're not going to criticize or investigate any of the other Democrats either. Democrats get a pass, but they're going to be tough as nails on the president. Yeah, that Mike Bloomberg. Hypocrite Mike Bloomberg. Somebody said, Laura said to me, you in the Northeast know who Mike Bloomberg is. We in Texas have no clue who the guy is. And I said, well, I'll tell you who he is. Mike Bloomberg has the best chance of any Democrat being that's running of being elected. And Mike Bloomberg has absolutely no chance to be president of the United States. So, Brooke McGowan and I are focusing on the 31 districts that went for the president. In some cases, like by 10%, in one case, over 30% went for the president, but then they were won by a Democrat in 2018. So we got to get those 31 seats back. There are a whole bunch in New York and New Jersey. I don't know that we're going to flip them all, but we should be able to flip a substantial number of them, including my district here, New York 22nd, because, of course, Anthony Brindisi lied and voted for the impeachment inquiry when he said he wasn't going to. Oh, but now he's neutral. Anthony came out, and even Steve Bannon in his War Room podcast yesterday specifically referenced Brindisi, and he said, yeah, Anthony Brindisi up in Utica, New York, which is a city east of here that's still part of our congressional district. It's like Binghamton up through where I live, east of Syracuse, all the way to Utica. It's kind of an L-shaped district. Gerrymandered, of course. And he's neutral. Anthony Brindisi's come out. He's neutral. Yeah, that's because he knows he's going to get his ass handed to him. He's just like all the rest of them. They hate you. They hate me. They hate America. I have been watching my YouTube app here. I'm looking for this video, and I can't find it. And the reason I've been looking for it, there it is. Here's what we're going to do. This is something new now. Okay, we've got Super Chat enabled. I've got live chat. But I guess maybe people aren't chatting. I'm not seeing any comments. So if you want to have a conversation, you can comment, and I will respond. I will read your comment and be able to respond to you orally. Still no comments, but anyway, that's what I'm thinking of doing from here on out, so we can give it a try when somebody comments. I'm going to try to keep an eye on it. What else is going on? Well, we got the race to the rotunda between Jim Acosta and Notorious RBG. We also have a race between the FISA, the IG FISA report, and the articles of impeachment. See, what the next step is, we have to finish up with the intelligence community. Intelligence community has no jurisdiction over impeachment. Judiciary Committee does. Okay, Sam Ervin, Watergate hearings, Judiciary Committee. The Bill Clinton impeachment hearings, Judiciary Committee. These should be done by the Judiciary Committee. So why does the Intelligence Committee have? Because Little Adam Schiff said, I'll do it. And quite frankly, Humpty Lumpty was smart enough to say, yeah, Little Adam, you can take it. You want it, you can take it. But it's going to have to go back to Judiciary, because Judiciary is going to have to vote on the articles of impeachment and report them out to the whole House. Okay, so the Republicans have already sent a letter saying, because, that's the other mistake Little Adam made, is he did not gavel the hearings closed when Frank Hill, is it Frank Hill or Fred Hill? I know uses the name Fiona, but I think it's Frank Hill or Fred Hill, who, by the way, wrote an article in 2016 that completely refutes her testimony of last Thursday, saying how Ukraine should be denied military support. All of a sudden now, it was 750 some days that Ukraine was denied military support by the Obama administration in the first couple years of the Trump administration because they didn't like Poroshenko. Okay? And then the president wants a 55-day pause, temporary hold, a pause, put on military aid. After he gave military aid, he gave them Javelin missiles. Obama gave blankets. Trump gave Javelin missiles. But we had a pause of 55 days to make sure that the guy in there now, Zelensky, was the real deal. And they checked him out. He was the real deal. We gave him the aid. Fiona Hill thinks that is just horrible. Oh, the humanity. Making them wait 55 days for something that Obama never gave them. That's impeachable. The whole thing is ridiculous. The polls have completely flipped. It used to be 49% of independents favoring, 34% opposed to impeachment. Now it's 49% opposed and 35% favoring. So we had a complete flip among the independents. More bad news for the Democrats. 34% of black Americans support the president. Oh yeah, and they're $7 million in the hole. Meanwhile, the president has over $300 million in his war chest. So Democrats, not a good time to be a commie-crat. And, meanwhile, you've got AOC out there making ridiculous videos. It's like, Nancy can't even get this chick to shut up. All she needs to do is shut up, right? She doesn't need to add anything positive to the conversation. She just needs to stop adding the negative, right? She comes out and makes a video and says that the entire impeachment process was designed to prevent a bad outcome next year. It's no different than Al Green saying we've got to impeach him, otherwise he's going to get reelected. Nancy pretty much said the same thing. You know, we've got to take him out because otherwise he's going to be reelected and Orange Man bad. And he hurt our feelings. And if we don't impeach him, you're going to reelect him, and we can't allow you to do that. That's pretty much what it comes down to. Democrats, wasn't kidding when I said it. So even without the Schiff show, it's been fun. I guess nobody's chatting on YouTube, so I was hoping that we could give it a try. Maybe next time I'll publicize it a little bit and let people know we want to do the live chat thing. I've been trying to figure out how to get it on the screen over here, but the app I have, it wasn't working with the overlay. So do want to get people, because the audience has declined tremendously. I used to get 25,000 views on Facebook before they started shadow banning me, and now we're down to, and I greatly appreciate all of your support, but we need to grow the audience. So if you can like this and share this on YouTube, that'd be great. If you can share it share the YouTube link on your Facebook pages and in groups that you're in, that would be fantastic. I do want to grow the audience back up again. I've got 1,500 subscribers, but we're only getting about 400 or 500 views. And I think that's because YouTube is not sending all the subscribers who've turned notifications on, not actually giving them notifications. I know I didn't get a notification today. Okay, so we're fighting the power. Okay, they're trying to censor us, they're trying to shut us down, and we're just not going to let them. All right, that's all I've got for you tonight. Until next time, God bless you. God bless these United States. Keep fighting the good fight.